Hey, Dan Larsson here. Welcome to Synthesize Sunday episode 22, and in this week we are going to create another noisier kind of sound. Let me show it in context first. This is the sound what I'm talking about, this Hooverish kind of sound. Which is almost similar to what you can hear in Noisia's Dead Limit song. So this is not exactly the same sound, but my goal was to create something similar, a Hooverish kind of sound. And this loop, what you heard here, without the drums, are again a cut from my top-selling drum and bass neuroscience pack, which is available at Loopmasters. It's a really great pack. Go and check it. So I made this sound in Operator. Let me first show you the pure sound, because as always, the edit effects form the sound really. So the pure Operator patch sounds like this. I believe it's distorting like hell. Let me drop it or just pull it back. Yes, something like this. So this is the pure sound. On the group I added some multiband dynamics, and there's just a slight EQing on the bass on the low end. And the patch itself in Operator contains two oscillators, because the routing here is similar. We let oscillator or operator A out and B, but B is modulated by C and D in a serial chain, as you can see here. So operator A is a simple square wave with course 1, and B is, as I said, is a chain which starts with a saw wave modulated by this shape. This should be a kind of vocally kind of sound. I try to focus on FM8's waveform, which is similar to, let me show you. You know, when you have the second formant, and you can click on spectrum, where it should be here somewhere, where we can check the harmonics of the waveform. Okay, let me try it in another operator like this, and just click all this stuff. Yes, here is it. The second formant, as you can see here, are the harmonics. Fourth formant just go up on the spectrum. Fifth formant goes up on the spectrum. Eighth forward, it pushes forward. 10th formant, it pushes forward. So this is what I wanted to, or at least I wanted to try to make with this kind of pyramid shape. I know this is not exactly what you saw in FM8, because FM8 used only the second every odd harmonics, but anyway, it works fine. Maybe it is better this way. Anyway, you decide which one you prefer. I use this kind of scoop. Okay, and operator C is modulated by another operator, which is the second harmonic, again taken from FM8 oscillator, but this time with course 5, because C was 4, and all these 3 oscillators are detuned to make the sound wobbly and detuning. I pushed up the unison, 2 voices unison, as operator calls it spread, but it's really just a unison. Okay, so here comes the effects. And on itself, this is a little noisy, but when you use the pitch bend, it just gets alive. And of course with the sub it sounds really cool. Okay, so let's get back to the effects. This is a group here. First, of course, like everybody, I distorted it using Ableton's Overdrive. And I added some, you know, vocally cuts in the spectrum using EQ8. It could have been done using a what is it? A phaser, sorry. A phaser, but I thought I get more control by, you know, just picking the frequencies what I don't like. I added some chorus because without chorus it's still not very wobbly. But maybe you prefer this more growly sound. So it's really on you, up to you. I like the chorusy sound. We will get back to trash because that is a tricky one. And I added some flanger. Without the chorus and the flanger, it is more similar to the Noisia one. Okay, and the phaser. And some EQs again at the end because, you know, there are some annoying frequencies I don't really like, especially on the highs. We don't want too much highs, too much high end, I mean in drum and bass basses. To get rid of the bass, the very sub, because as I told you I use a different sub for it. And some cutting on the middle bass frequencies. And this annoying tractor-y sound. Some paper distortion kind of sound, what I don't really like, at around 2000 hertz, sorry. And another cut on the lows to make space for the, you know, additional sub. Now I screwed up my sound. Anyway, let's get to trash. So here is trash. We have stage 1 and stage 2, so we distort the sound at 2 stages. We have this distort group here with busted. I just pulled up the drive, nothing else really. And on stage 2 we have the faulty radio contact. You can turn it off if you don't like it, because it makes the sound more noisy, I believe. But I like the noisy sound, especially in drum and bass. And we have this convolve stuff here. This is what I told you, it's tricky, because the convolve is like you have this audio effect. In live we have cabinet. So these are basically cabinets. But the mix is really low because if I push it up, it just gets this annoying sound. This cabinety guitar-y, what I don't really like. So just a pinch of it. And it is audible only at the start of the sound, basically. But it gives some nice tones, some kind of distortion guitar-y tone, but not too much. Trash is awesome, guys, really. Okay, so this is the whole sound. I think, let's check it back, because you know I just disabled the chorus and the flanger effects. In context, maybe it works better. No, in context it definitely works better with the chorus and flanger. see how different it is when you hear a sound on itself and in context. So this is a very important lesson for today, because maybe the sound on itself sounds clear and cool, but in a mix you don't want that, especially not in drum and bass. There are cases when you want muddy, well, not muddy, but dirty sounds. And this is the case here. Okay, so this was for today. You can download this sound only, I mean this group here, this track, this one only sound, from the descriptions below. Please share my videos on your Facebook site. Please give a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and see you next week, guys. Bye bye.